All right, what's going on, everybody? Back again today. You can tell by the title, this is kind of a follow-up to um, the latest DC Multiverse video I did. When I put that video up, the first like good bits of feedback were all like, "Yeah, we agree 100%. We think you're right." Blah blah blah. As the video has been out longer and longer, it's started to get more negative feedback, and I just want to kind of address what I think the issue is of why I'm getting the negative feedback, and that is my tone and the way that I talk, and how when I criticize, I just take a giant shit on the thing I'm criticizing and I just rake it over the coals. Um, and that's what I did in that video. And before I go any further, I want to clarify and say that, like, I'm not apologizing. I'm not taking back what I said. I stand by what I said. I think all my complaints with the toy line were valid. I think they suck at doing live action faces. I think they have a scaling problem. If scale doesn't bother you, that's fine, but it bothers some people. That's like if you're with a group of people and we're all gonna order pizza, and you know, like most people don't give a fuck, but one dude's like, I only like pepperoni. Well, then just get the pepperoni. If one person or a small group of people want a specific thing, and then the rest of the population, the rest of the group doesn't give a fuck either way, get what those specific people wanted. Like, if even if you don't care about scale, are you going to be upset if they are all appropriately scaled? Like, if they fix this scale problem and all the figures are appropriately scaled the way they should be, is that going to bother you? I don't think so. So there is a scale problem. If it doesn't bother you, that's fine, but it bothers me, it bothers other collectors like me. So it is a problem. Quality control. Like, I get it, it's a mass market retail line. Not every single copy of the figure is going to be flawless. Totally understand that, but there is like with my I showed a picture of like the my Three Jokers Batman where the emblem was very poorly painted. Okay. I have seen some in stores that were painted better than others, but there are objective quality control problems, like putting the wrong head on the wrong Batman body, putting the abdomen joint upside down. Like, that is clearly just someone on your assembly line just not giving a fuck. That's what that is. Uh, yeah, because that's so easy to get right. And then, like, just really dumb moronic decisions, like the black elbow joints on the Hush Batman. Like, that was just a no-brainer bad call. Any toy collector, any one of us, anyone, and any of us could have told them not to fucking do that. I think it's pretty much unanimous that we think that was a bad choice. So, and like, yeah, like, uh, the smirk, the I mentioned, like, the doing the facial expressions, like, yelling, or the stupid grins. Like, okay, that's subjective. Some people like the facial expressions, some people don't. My complaint wasn't so much with it being a facial expression, it was it being only a facial expression. Why are we not getting alternate heads? Like, put the facial expression in the box as an alternate head. Why are you not doing that? Oh, it's because you're cheap and you would rather try to charge us just to get an alternate head, charge us for a completely second copy of the figure. But meanwhile, you'll give us characters that have pointless accessories like knives and swords when they don't even belong with them. It's like, no, if the character's supposed to come with a gun, but you can't give them a gun, then now it's time to do alternate hands and heads and shit like that. Don't give them a sword or a knife. That's dumb. Or just don't give them, or just cut the cost of accessories for those figures out of the budget, because don't give them anything. We'll buy the munitions pack when it comes out. I stand by every single complaint that I made in that video. I think they're all 100% valid. They are factual. You can observe most of them. You can see the black elbows, and we know that that's a mistake. You can see that there have been a lot of instances with the ab joint on Batman upside down. You can see the live action faces painted poorly. You can see the lack of alternate heads. Like, it's not up for debate. These are factual things and they're problems. So that leads me to this understanding that it's not uh it's not what I'm saying. It's not my content of what I'm saying, the topics that I'm talking about, that's getting people all riled up and be like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. No, it's the way I'm saying it. Uh, it's how very aggressive and angry and cursing and just like just fucking taking giant shit all over them, very aggressively and angrily. That's what kind of turns people away. And once again, I'm not really apologizing for that. I'm just gonna give my explanation as to why I do that. And if you don't like the explanation, you still think I shouldn't do that, then fine, don't watch my videos. But here's why. So, like, growing up, I've just never been a stranger to criticism. And I had parents that disciplined me, criticized me, told me when I was making a mistake, told me when I was screwing up. They never hesitated to do that. That was throughout my whole life. Teachers where I went to school did that. I was not raised with this whole like new age, new era, feelings are more important than facts. We all have to be sensitive about each other. No, I was raised sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. So, yeah, that's how I was brought up. It's like anyone can say whatever they want to you, and you can say whatever you want to anyone else. And you should have the mental fortitude to just be able to shrug it off and move on. But that's just not the day and age we live in anymore. People are much weaker than they were in the past, and words hurt now, I guess. I don't know. So there's that. And then like later on in life after college, I joined the military. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, for those of you who've never been in the military, if you objectively screw up, like you do something wrong, like they're never ever ever allowed to like berate you personally. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying it's not supposed to happen. Just want to clarify that. But if you objectively screw something up, if you break something, if you don't get a piece of work done on time, if you are late, if your uniform looks like shit, if there's a lot of things that you're supposed to do a certain way, if you don't do them right, they are authorized to just like verbally berate and assault you over it. Once again, they are not supposed to be getting personal and like attacking you personally. But like in the same way that I said that I just went after McFarlane Toys for making the elbows black, because it'd be like if I just made a blatant mistake in the military, something like that. Like I just did this really no-brainer bonehead move. They would be on my ass about it. And I was in charge of people for a while, and then I had people working under me, and if they did something, I'd have to get on their ass about it and just like, hey, this was a fucking moronic thing to do. What the fuck possessed your dumbass brain to do this dumbass thing? So just none of that is a stranger to me. I'm not a stranger to any of that, and I don't think it's wrong. I don't. Like, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. I'll recover. I'll get over it. I'll move on. And everyone else should too. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this video because, like, I really hesitated whether or not to make this video, but ultimately I decided to do it because I decided, like, I don't want to be thought of as this, like, just crazy angry guy ranting about toys. But at the same time, I want to be able to, like, be real and honest. You know, I don't want to have to hold back criticism just because it's going to make someone cry. If someone fucked up, then they should be told that they fucked up. And if it hurts their feelings and makes them cry, it makes them feel bad, well then guess what? They need to fix their fuck up and then stop fucking up. That's how you don't feel bad in life. It's not that everyone else shelters you and coddles you and, you know, just tells you what you want to hear all the time. The way you feel good in life is by doing good. So McFarlane Toys, like, as far as I said, everything I said, like, I didn't attack anyone personally. I didn't say anything personal about anyone at McFarlane Toys. I criticized their business and toy making practices because they deserve to be criticized. So take that for what you will. Leave more comments if you want, I guess. I don't know. But this will be the last time I address this issue. So yeah, there it is. Take that for what you will. Take away from it whatever you take away from it, and I will talk to you guys later.